Opinion disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by Just Our Opinion podcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any of our sponsors. Any content provided by our guest or authors are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything.
See, funny thing about love is you never really know when it's coming, but you better believe you'll know when it's there. True story. I must have been searching, though I wasn't looking for much. Checking out the scene, wasn't trying to get my numbers up. You know I keep it cool. I prefer to stay in the cut. Don't want no attention on me when I'm trying to shake the blues up off me. But then I saw your face, it caused my heart to race. Girl, you're looking like $1,000,000. Something about the way you strut your stuff. Oh, girl, you're fine as you wanna. What I'm supposed to do? Something told me got time to lose. Go ahead and bust a move. Funny thing about love, when it comes and goes, you never know. So you gotta keep your heart exposed, and you can be sure there's no cause and no cure. And if it wants you, oh, it'll come and find you. Fall back just a little. Don't wanna lead you on. Don't wanna push a feeling and make the feeling go. You see, I got your number, but still I ain't used the phone, no. I let it breathe for a minute, baby. Next thing I know, you call. Damn. One thing I know about love, you never know when it's coming, but you sure know it when it does. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure it's what you want. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Funny thing about love, when it comes and goes, you never know. So you gotta keep your heart exposed, and you can be sure there's no cause and no cure. And when it wants you, oh, it'll come and find you. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you never know when it's coming, but you sure know it when it does. Yeah. One thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure.
What's good, everybody? We are live at Taste of Black Spirits, Brooklyn, man. Listen, I've been so excited for this event. I've been so just anxious to get here, and the energy and the love. And I'm not gonna lie, I have one of my favorite people first sitting at the table with me. I had to make sure she was first to sit at the table to kick off our live event, to make sure we talk about her brand. Listen, man, we have the owner and founder of Tea Capri Tequila. What's up, baby?
Hey, yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Man, listen, first of all, your energy has always just been everything for me.
Yes.
Every time we sit at the table together, every time I get to interview you, I love the energy. We always just click, so that's why you had to kick off the night with me. You had to kick off the night with me.
Thank you. I'm grateful. You know how we do. We seen each other in Detroit just a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
It's just me and you.
Yes. So listen, for those that don't know about your brand, Enlighten them.
Hey, my name is Tiffany Capri Tequila, first black woman-owned tequila brand, certified additive-free by Tequila Match, no additives, no preservatives. We have a Reposado, we have a Blanco, and our Añejo is resting now. We are disrupting the spirit industry.
You know what? And that's something that has just been resonating with me. I read a book recently about, just how to be disruptive, in your industry. And so just to hear that being used in the community and us, with that black girl magic, look, I'm trying to be disruptive. I'm going out my way to do it. But what does being disruptive mean to you and your brand?
What it means to me and what I'm seeing, and this is why I say I'm disrupting the spirit industry, because me being the sole black woman-owned tequila brand, I have no partners, no significant investors, nobody like that. I own the whole brand. I am the distributor, I own the liquid, I'm the importer. So when I say disruptive, I mean like the liquor stores, the wholesale, they can't go to no one else but me. They can't go on top of me, they can't go behind me, they have to come to me. And they're not accustomed to doing that. Mm-hmm. They're not acclimated dealing with one woman for every single thing. So when I say disruptive, it's making them a little uncomfortable.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So you have to, and we as black women, we have such a stigma on being aggressive, and because we talk with our hands, we talk with our body, but I'm not being aggressive. I'm being passionate, and I'm being passionate because you're going to respect me.
Oh yeah.
You're going to respect me. You're going to respect what I'm saying. And you're going to understand that you can't deal with anyone else but me.
I absolutely love it, Tiff. I love, love, love it. How did you get involved with Prodhorn?
Wow, this is funny because I am in the MGM National Harbor. So I'm in the MGM National Harbor. I was having a meeting with them, and my publicist at the time, she says, "Hey, Tiff, I know this guy. He works for Prodhorn. Have you heard of the company?" And I was like, "No, I actually haven't." And she was like, "Well, he's actually from New York, but he's here in Maryland, and he wants to meet with you." I said, "Well, I'm at MGM. He has time to come see me." The same moment she's getting off the phone with me, my distribution company that I was working with at the time called me and was like, "Hey, Prodhorn is trying to get in touch with you." And I'm like, "Hey, wait a minute. Like, Prodhorn is trying to get in touch with my publicist and everybody." So I met with Malcolm. He came to the MGM and we sat down and talked. And at that time, I think my segment for Today Show had just aired. So when my Today Show segment aired, they emphasized on I had no investors, no partners, no bank loans. So I was getting bombarded with investors at the time. So when Malcolm was talking to me, I was like, I'm really not for this, So, but he made some very valid points. He piqued my interest with just structure and organization and passion for the industry and just talking about more than what the other investors were talking about. So he grabbed my attention, and I said, okay, let me do a little bit of my research and let me, see what they have to say, have a meeting with them. And I met with Steve Brown, and it was over.
And going well since.
It's been going well.
That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So what's next for T Capri Tequila?
Oh my goodness. We have some things coming up. We have some things in the work. We're doing a lot of travels in August, so we're traveling to other places. We're going to other places in Jalisco, but we're going to other places in Mexico. So, my thing has always been research. I'm going to always research anything before I do it. I am going to immerse myself in the culture. I am going to be educated myself so I can educate my consumers. So we got some stuff in the work. Y'all just going to have to wait on that one.
Absolutely love it.
Where can they find you? Social media, websites, and all that stuff?
Social media, tcapritequila.com. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, www.tcapritequila for my website. We just did a billboard in Times Square today, so come on, New York! Yes! We did a billboard because we are in Happy Cork, New York,
yes.
And we are going hard.
Yes. Listen, wish you nothing but success.
Thank
excited for you, excited to be on this journey. Like because we get to see each other so much, and because of Taste of Black Spirits, I get to be involved in that journey, and I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Absolutely,
I'm excited. You guys know you guys are my heart. This is what we do.
I love it. I love it. You guys, we got Tiff from Tea Capri Tequila. We got so many more brands coming to you guys today. So many more interviews. Oh my God, it is about to be a night. Get your popcorn, get comfortable. We about to go to some quick clips so y'all can see what's going on out there. We will be back with the next brand. Make sure you get your tequila, and we'll be right back with
you. Unique. Unique.
Let's do it. And we're back. I am sitting here with one of the owners and founders of New England Sweetwater Distillery.
Hello.
How are you?
I am so happy to be here.
Listen, when I found out that you had your own distillery, it was just intriguing.
Yeah.
I need you to tell our viewers about it.
So we are one of only 10 Black-owned distilleries located in the United States. We were founded in 2015, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since. My sister and I took it over from my cousin in 2020, and our husbands learned how to distill. We learned how to distill, and we've been going, and it's been great.
A family thing.
Yeah, it's a family thing. These are recipes passed down from our grandfather.
Oh, wow.
You know, from when he was back in the woods in North Carolina, you know, with his brother in the juke joint. So it's amazing that we're able to capture everything they were doing back then and still bring it to people today.
It's the culture, the sense of culture. It's absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And how many brands or how many different items do you guys distill at the moment?
So right now we have our 5 base spirits that we make: whiskey, rum, gin, vodka, moonshine. We have a ready-to-drink cocktail line. And from those spirits, we make other things. So like, you know, we have a moonshine and flavored stuff. So we have about 17 SKUs right now. And we have a tasting room, which is great. So we're able to try things out, you know, on the customers.
Wait, so in New Hampshire, at the distillery, there's a tasting room.
There is a tasting room right next door. You can look right through and see us making stuff, and you can go in and try it, and it's just amazing.
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
What I understand the family aspect, right? I get it. You know, it was passed down and things like that. But to jump out and do that, you know, because there's a lot of things that you're like, okay, y'all do that, but that ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What made you say, okay, you know what? That's what I want to do.
You know, you talk about, you know, the term generational wealth and legacy has been going around in the past, a lot in the past. In the Black community especially, people are becoming very, very aware that we need to hold on to the things that we created and that our ancestors created for us. And in 2020, when we were given, you know, that opportunity, we said we got to jump on it. So we left our respective careers, but we were all on hiatus, so it was easy. And you had time to think. And we just said, let's do this. So we left New York, packed up the kids, and we went to New Hampshire.
One of the things that I've noticed is our culture, we used the pandemic for so much growth. I've talked to so many different people that birthed so many different things out of the pandemic. This was birthed out of the pandemic, And it's just amazing to me to watch the magic that came from that, And it's that old thing, what the devil meant for harm. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's right.
And it's just been amazing for me to just watch what was birthed. And, the people that went, you know what? I have this time. I have this, this open space. Let me do something with it.
It gave us time to think about what was important to us, who we were doing it for, who we were doing things with, and why we were doing things. And it was a really terrible thing that happened, but for a lot of people, millions of people, it gave them some insight.
Absolutely. So how did you become involved with Pronghorn?
So Pronghorn was a whim. We saw the announcement last year, and I just went on their website and filled out the form, and someone actually contacted us. And they didn't understand that I don't think they realized that we were, distillers. We didn't just have like a brand. And so they came to see us. And it was on from there, and they've been amazing partners. We're looking forward. We're just getting started. I don't think we've even been announced yet. So this is now.
Well, you are now.
We're here with Pronghorn. So here you guys got the scoop. But yeah, it's been amazing. The partnership, I can see it just being something that is going to just be nothing but good, And then you guys, this whole, it's amazing what's going on out there.
I love being intentional. We say it all the time on our show. We're all Black everything, and we're intentional about that. We're intentional about being Black-owned in what we drink. We're intentional about supporting Black-owned businesses, and I think that's one of the things that I love about Pronghorn as well is their intention.
That's the intention.
Yeah.
There's no other message there.
Absolutely. So tell everybody how they can reach you guys. Come get a tour. I know people are interested.
We're doing tours. We have Airbnbs for people to stay and have experiences. You can visit the farm that we have. And so we are in New Hampshire. We're located in Winchester, and our website is www.newenglandsweetwater.com.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm excited. You know what? I'm trying to figure out how I can talk my husband and to come into New Hampshire.
Have him come by the table, taste some stuff, and then come by and do a proper tasting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But thank you so much.
I
really appreciate you sitting at the table. Thank you for joining us here at Taste of Black Spirits in Brooklyn.
Yes.
I know you've heard we've done this in Detroit.
Yes.
And it's huge in Detroit. People look forward to it. So we're just excited to transition into New York and to other states and go national with Taste of Black Spirits. It's something that we're all passionate about, we're intentional about, and we're just excited. So I know I will see you at other events.
You're going to see us at all of them.
Awesome. I'm so excited. So you heard it here first. She'll be there in September.
That's right. Wherever y'all are going to be. Where are you going to be?
It's September. We're in Detroit.
Okay, so I'll be in Detroit.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
As we said before, we got plenty of brands that we're interviewing with today. Sit tight. Go do your cute bathroom break. Go run and grab something. Make sure it's flowing on the TV. We got our next brand coming right up. But right now, again, we're going to show y'all some flicks from what's going on outside. We'll see you in a minute.
Unique. Unique.
We are back. Listen, I'm watching them numbers go up. And first of all, I'm loving it. Loving it all. Y'all are watching the show live. Loving it all. You are kicking it with us. I am here with the beautiful Miss Abisola.
Hi.
How are you, dear?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my goodness. So, Abisola has Abisola whiskey. Tell us about it. I need to know. I need the deets.
You need the deets. Well, it started in college. Drank a lot of whiskey in college. That was my go-to. That was the thing that I loved the most. And then, in the adult world, just realizing that what's on the shelves isn't really representative of, who's drinking whiskey. In the 1990s, only about 15% of women made up the whiskey drinker. By 2014, that number had increased to 37%, steadily increasing. More black women are drinking whiskey, and the predominant age group of the whiskey drinker has decreased for the first time in decades to 30 to 49. So all of these changes, and we still have one image of who we think the whiskey drinker is. We don't even know there's a modern day whiskey drinker that that's us.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like you got all these legacy brands, all these long-standing things. Like, let's forge a new legacy. Like, let's celebrate all of these changes in the demographics.
Oh, yeah, because it's funny. Even when you look at the movies, right? You see the old guy with the highball.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. After a long day's work, and it's just like pour it up and stress relief.
Come two cubes of ice and a highball,
right,
and he just took his tie down and his suit on. And what's funny is I always felt that way as well because I'm a whiskey drinker.
See?
I'm young, a female, and I love whiskey. Like, I'm not a vodka girl.
Nope.
And to be quite honest with you, shout out to Taste of Black Spirits because they did that to me.
Right.
Taste of Black Spirits introduced me as a woman to the different flavor palettes and notes in whiskeys, and I haven't looked back since. I am a whiskey girl.
That's right. And I'm sitting here and I'm not surprised, right? Because I know the numbers. I know that there are so many whiskey girls out there. They're starting their own bourbon women groups and everything like that. But it's still, you can still go to a bar, ask for a whiskey, and somebody's going to say, you don't want a Prosecco?
Right.
You don't want a wine instead?
I'm sorry. Would you like to make that a mule?
Would you like a cocktail? Would you like some ginger beer? It's like, no, I want it neat. I want it straight. Like, this is what I do.
Right.
So
I want to sip some whiskey.
Listen. Modern day whiskey drinker, we're here. We're not looking back. We're disrupting the industry. We're here. It's a myth. What you thought you knew about whiskey, you ain't know.
Listen, this is the second time at this table you've heard us say we're disruptive.
That's right.
We're going to disrupt this industry.
That's right.
And I absolutely freaking love that for us. I love that for us. So, I need to know. You told us how it came about. You wanted to change the game on this whiskey thing. Flavor palette. What do you expect with your whiskey?
All right, so with this, it's a blend of bourbon whiskey and malt whiskey. I initially wanted to make a Scotch. Scotland was shut down when I started this, so the malt is kind of like an homage to that. Try to get it as close to Scotch as I can. The notes are vanilla and waffle cone with a malted chocolate finish and an apricotic aroma.
We're going to taste some of this.
Of course we're
Pour
going
it
to taste
up,
it. I've been waiting for this.
Pour it up.
You told me I had to wait for the cameras to come on, so
Yes.
I'm ready for this. Come on.
Yes,
now.
we're going to pour this up.
We're going to pour this up.
And while we're pouring it up, I need to know. Pronghorn out here doing the thing in the black-owned space, okay?
Yup.
How did you become involved?
I actually started talking to Pronghorn. Cheers. Taste the Black Spirits in Brooklyn.
That right there?
That's it.
That's it right there.
I actually became involved with Pronghorn after I did a panel with one of the co-founders, Dia Sims, and she had mentioned this new initiative that she had and was working on, and I emailed immediately, and was just in constant communication. And one thing about Pronghorn that I appreciate is the community, right? Because sometimes this can feel so siloed and so sequestered. You feel like you're by yourself. Nobody understands this journey. It's a tough road. It's a tough industry. But having just a group of people, whether in the portfolio or just people that Pronghorn sets you up with, you have a conversation with them, or you could just say, listen, my day was trash. Like, how do we how do we continue on? So it's been an amazing journey and an amazing thing to be a part of.
Absolutely. That's amazing. What is next for you, for the brand? What can we expect? I need to know. I need to know what we got going on now.
We're going to try to get Abby Sola whiskey everywhere so that everybody can enjoy it. Abby Sola whiskey turns 3 next year, so hopefully we're able to do something exciting about that. And just continuing the vision and the celebration, right? We're celebrating the now. We're here now.
Absolutely.
You know, modern day whiskey drinkers, we're coming forward. So, you know, that's all. It's all excitement and all amazing things to be a part of.
Awesome. Email address, social media.
Oh, yes.
I need to plug.
I gotta plug it in. Cheerswithabbysola.com is the website. Cheers with Abby Sola is the Instagram. Look out for a subscription to the newsletter to keep updated on where you can find it. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for sitting at the table, Abby Sola.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely love it. I am expecting to see you at future Taste of Black Spirits events.
Yes.
I'm expecting to be able to keep up with you on these interviews at future Taste of Black Spirits events.
This is like my first official, interview, and I'm like geeked out. Yay, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Listen, thank you so much. You guys, we will be right back. Like I said, I have a plethora of brands coming at you, but we had to start this thing off with that Black Girl Magic. So my first 3 interviews had to bring that type of magic, okay? You know I had to do it. But we will be right back. Enjoy a few flicks for what's going on outside. We'll be back. See you in a minute.
Unique. 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 Unique.
What's good, fam? Welcome back. We are here with the owner and founder of Los Hermanos Tequila.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
I'm glad you at the table. How you been?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Peachy. How you enjoy a Taste of Black Spirits? Is this your first Taste of Black Spirits?
This is not. So I actually came to Detroit for my first Taste of Black Spirits back in September.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't know what it was. A friend of mine in DC was like, hey, it's this thing happening in Detroit called a Taste of Black Spirits. You should check it out. And I saw, and I Googled it, and I found it, and I was like, I need to check this out, see what's going on. I got on Eventbrite, and I hit the contact us, introduced myself. I had no idea if it's going to Eventbrite, it was going to the event organizer. But I saw this, and I knew I had to be a part. And so I shot the email out, this dog texted me back, and we exchanged emails, and he was like, brother, come on out. I bought a ticket, General Mission flew out, and just popped up and said, let me, come see what it's about. And so I got to Detroit, and the Taste of Black Spirit was amazing. So from then on, I was like, yeah, I'm in.
So you came the first time just as a patron, to just check it out?
Absolutely. I just bought a general admission ticket, and I came just to see what was going on, to check out the scene. First time in Detroit.
Wow. How'd you like the D?
I love the D. For me, so Los Hermanos, we're from Baltimore, and when I come to Detroit, it has that same feeling.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a bigger Baltimore, but it can have more friendlier people in Detroit. So I was like, this is dope. I love it.
Absolutely. So tell us about this tequila.
Sure. Los Hermanos, means the brothers in Spanish, 1978. That's the year I was born. That's the year we became brothers. And so we launched the brand in August of 21. And in less than 2 years, we won 11 medals for our tequila. Last year, we won double gold and gold in the SIP Awards. And so we're just out here letting people know that we got some really dope tequila.
First of all, I want to tell you that, so you see tequila bottles, right? You always see tequila bottles, and tequila bottles look like tequila bottles, right? This is so different. What made you kind of change it up a bit?
Sure. So when we did this, first of all, our bottles are designed based around our logo. And when we decided we wanted our logo, we wanted something that stood out like a badge, right? Like it was not just, a pretty decorated bottle, but we wanted that to be something that you can wear, something that you can be proud of. And so when we did the bottles, we wanted something that, one, that looked appealing visually, but two, we wanted something that looked timeless. So if it looks good in 2020, it'll still look good in 2030. And we wanted something to make that classic feel. So we didn't try to get something that was super fad or super, intricate design, but we just wanted something that looked timeless. This is something that we built that would live on for a long time after us.
Absolutely. How did you become involved with Pronghorn?
So, to tell the story for people who don't know, I got involved with Pronghorn at a Taste of Black Spirits in Detroit.
See what happens? See what happens at Taste of Black Spirit events? Continue.
Taste of Black Spirits will put you in a room with the people you need to be involved with. And so honestly, I got there, I had no idea who Pronghorn was, who the representative was from there. I didn't know anybody in Detroit. I came on my own, I flew there, and I saw Tiffany, and I knew who she was, but she didn't know me. I didn't think, but she ended up knowing who I was. So we were talking, and I was just like, hey, who's people in the room? And she just was like, oh, these guys are from Pronghorn, this. And I was like, oh, okay, what is Pronghorn? And so, she's talking, and I Googled it, and I was like, oh, that's somebody I need to know. So let me go stop somebody. And it was just like that, like people from Detroit, you from Baltimore, you eat what you capture.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to go up there and go get it. So that's the spirit that we had. Like, all right, it's who's in the room we need to talk to. Let me go find them.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's how I got on their radar. And we've been in talks from September, honestly, all the way up until this year when they finally brought us in.
So you probably had a plethora of different types of spirits that you could have done. What made you say, I want to go with tequila?
My wife.
Okay.
My wife was a tequila drinker long before I ever got into tequila. My wife is the one who brought my brother into tequila. And it was all because of my wife knew what she liked, and she had that thing with tequila for her.
Shout out to the girl power.
Always. So the fellas out there that's married, listen to your wife. She never steer you wrong.
Hey, I hope my husband is watching and he heard that too.
Yeah, but my wife really got us into tequila, and then when the lockdowns happened in March of 2020, like everywhere else, we had a lot of time on our hands. And so, my brother would bring a bottle to the house, and my wife would go out and buy a bottle, I would buy a bottle. We just got a rotation of really, having fun with tequila and learning about it. And that just became our thing. And after a while, it was like, why are we spending our time effort promoting other brands?
Right there.
Right? Like, we probably could start our own brand. And my brother thought I was crazy. Like, what do we know about tequila? And I was like, dude, we know what good tequila tastes like. I said, for everything else, if other people are doing it, then we can figure it out too. And that got the ball rolling for us to, try to figure out, okay, who does distilling? Who distills tequila? Like, where's it made? How do you do it? And one thing led to another. And because it was COVID, people had a lot of free time. So people would literally give me 30, 40 minutes on the cold calls to give me that information. And so, just started reaching out to more and more people and started getting a little bit of an understanding of how things work. And, we hit it together.
I just had a guest on the show, and we were talking about how many things were birthed out of COVID, out of the lockdown and things like that. And it is just amazing to hear how many people literally birthed something in that, took that time and used that time wisely to put some roots in something and make something that's going to bring generational wealth. And I absolutely love that. I love that for every one of us that took that step and did that. I absolutely love it.
Yes, I mean, COVID was a terrible thing for the world, but at the same time, it gave people the opportunity to really figure out what you want to do in life. Like, you didn't have all the hustle and bustle and, back and forth, and you had time. And I tell people all the time, like, if you didn't take advantage of that time, then, like, it just might not be for you.
Exactly.
All that time, that free time that came, and then, when you really had the opportunity to figure out what you want to do. I met people who were working in nursing homes who decided they wanted to be a chef and took that time and did those classes, and now, people are chefs. There's a plethora of brand owners now who had the opportunity to go figure out about this thing. And the best thing that I can say is that seeing other people that look like you doing it gives you the confidence that you can do it too. So that representation matters so much.
Absolutely. So where can people get their hands on Los Hermanos?
Sure. So right now we have distribution in Maryland, DC, Delaware, and Atlanta. And we are launching online next month. So go to our website, tequilaloshermanos.com. You can sign up for our newsletter and be among the first people to know when we start shipping.
And you'll be at the next Taste of Black Spirits.
I'll absolutely be at the next Taste of Black Spirits in Detroit.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sitting at the table with us. Again, y'all, I still got more to come. I got so much more for you guys. I'll be right back. Take a look at what's going on outside. Get your popcorn. Be right back.
Awesome.
Unique. Unique.
And we are back. Yes, I am excited. Taste of Black Spirits Brooklyn has been doing something for me. I'm gonna be very honest. It's giving me everything I need, all the energy I need, all of the magic that I need, because these Black-owned brands is out here killing it. And I got another one here for you guys. Old Hillside Whiskey.
Bourbon. Straight bourbon. Kentucky Straight.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Yes.
That's fire.
Yes.
That's fire.
And by federal law and order for us to call it Kentucky Straight Bourbon, but it has to be distilled and bottled in Kentucky.
Oh, look at you. Okay. Tell me about it. First, I need you to introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
I am Brian Burton. I'm one of the co-founders of Hillside Bourbon Company, along with Jesse Carpenter, Emmanuel Waters, and Courtney Tucker.
Okay. Now you need to tell me about this because he just schooled me. In order to be called a Kentucky bourbon, Kentucky straight,
yeah.
you have to look from the home.
From the home.
You got to be from home.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about that.
All right. So in order to be called a Kentucky straight bourbon, the reason being is because of the limestone in the actual ground purifies the water. It takes out the impurities of the water. The water gives bourbon its taste.
Really?
Yes.
Look at me learning stuff. I've been messing around with Taste of Black Spirits for years. Wow, that is amazing. How did that come about?
It came about, Jesse, one of the co-founders, had a dream. Called me the next morning at about 6 a.m. Said, hey man, I had a dream. We started a bourbon company, and that was actually 3 years ago. And here we are now.
So was that birthed out of the pandemic as well?
Yes, it was 2020, but it wasn't like, we were looking for anything to start. I've been in the IT sector for the government for over 20 years. Jesse has been in pharmaceutical development for over 20 years. Courtney has been director at ESPN for over 25 years. And Emmanuel has been doing contracts in pharmaceuticals for over 20 years. We all could have retired in our respective jobs without, with no issues. But we came together because of Jesse's idea, and then it's also a way for us to give back to the community. The reason we named it the Old Hillside is because that's actually the high school we went to. That is the actual building on the front of the bottle.
Oh, wow.
So we're giving back to the students. We're not only trying to, this is not about get rich and, become this millionaire. This is also about giving back to our community.
So how do you give back to the community with the sale? Is it with the sales of the bourbon?
We actually just recently did a limited run 100 year to celebrate the 100 years of the school existing.
Oh, wow.
We gave all of the proceeds back to the school. So we funded many programs. We actually, probably in the last 2 weeks, sent a couple of students off to college tours, and they got to enjoy the stay in the dorms and eat the food and, get acclimated to it because from the community we're from, it can be kind of a tough situation to have those opportunities, those experiences. So that's what we do.
That is absolutely amazing. So how did Pronghorn come into this thing with you? Like, how did that happen?
The Pronghorn mentorship came in because we were looking to develop ourselves as businessmen. Yes, I've been a manager for many years, and everybody else has been managers and directors. But to learn the ins and outs of projections and cost, all of these things that you just don't really take into account when you're like, oh, I just want to create a product and put it on the shelf. So we reached out to them in a manner to get some mentorship and to drive our business and move it forward. And so here we are, and that's what Pronghorn has done. They've done monumental things to advance us in the industry.
That's amazing. How did you become involved with Taste of Black Spirits? Is this your first event?
This is our first event. So
how you like it?
I'm loving it. Pronghorn said, hey, you need to come up to New York, come out here and experience it. We're not actually in New York. We're only in California, North Carolina, and Kentucky at this time, but we also offer online sales. So we're coming up to New York to spread the word of the good spirits that we offer.
So that's actually a good segue. How can people get their hands on this whiskey? And not just, for me, at this point, knowing what I know about this whiskey, it's not just it's a good whiskey and I understand that, but also just being able to give back in buying your whiskey, like that's different.
Right.
I can say, okay, I'm gonna get this good bourbon, I'm gonna enjoy this good bourbon, but also know that when I enjoy this good bourbon, I'm giving back to a community, to a school, and I'm doing something good with my money other than just buying alcohol.
Absolutely. So if you're in California, you can go to your local Bevmo or Whole Foods and Total Wines and go purchase a bottle. If you're in Kentucky, we're in most mom and pops, but we're in the Liquor Barn, which is one of the larger chains. And in North Carolina, we're in all ABCs because it's a controlled state. But if you want to order online, you just go to reservebar.com, order online. And if you give back the money, it'll benefit us in the long run. It's the same people who gave back to me. I benefited from some program that I was a part of. Somebody paid for it that I don't know who they are. But they put the money in and they thought that much of me to put me in this position. I gotta put somebody else behind me, Leave the door open so you can sneak in the movies too, Sorry, wrong telecast. I'm sorry, but that's the spirit of it. That's the spirit of it. Says founded in friendship. That's what it's about. You know, I've known Jesse since 6th grade. I've known Courtney since 2nd grade. And Emmanuel's Courtney's cousin. So this is all about family. Right now on the floor, we got, you know, Jesse's son and Courtney's nephew, and then somebody else from the family working the table. So it's all about the family. We're going to keep it in the family. And, you know, we're just going to hopefully one day be legends like, you know, Shirley Caesar, Andre Talley, Ernie Barnes. These are the people that went to the high school. They walked the same halls as I did.
Right.
You know? And I never felt that I would ever be anything close to them. And here I am, you know, sitting with you discussing, you know, our burger, man.
It's so funny because, you know, just quickly, Taste of Black Spirits was birthed out of friendship as well. Like everybody that has their hand in Taste of Black Spirits, we're family. You know, Lazar's been my best friend for 20 years. My co-hosts on the podcast, one is my cousin, one is like my big brother because he's my cousin's best friend. Like, so we have that same, you know, camaraderie and family thing going too, which is why we can honestly say we know that when we interact with brands, they feel welcome because that's how we want them to feel like they're a part of our family as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're able to experience Taste of Black Spirits. I look forward to seeing you at future Taste of Black Spirits.
Yes, we will be back. We will definitely be back.
So we're in Detroit in September.
Yeah,
we do Detroit twice a year, and then of course we're going nationwide. So we will see you hopefully in Detroit in September. I'm excited.
Yeah, all right. I can't wait. I look forward to this relationship just growing and expanding.
Thank you so much for joining us at the table. All right, again, I got more to come. I'll be right back. Take a look at what's going on outside. Give me a second. My next guest coming. I got like 50 to show y'all today. Everything's going on in here. It's mayhem in there. Everybody's enjoying spirits. And the longer this show go on, the more sauce my co-host gonna get. So we gonna have some fun. We'll see y'all in a minute.
Unique. Unique.
I got my girl, the beautiful Miss Mara. How you doing, lady?
What up, down?
What you doing here?
I'm supporting the Taste of Black Spirits. I gotta support the home team. I came through, you know, wanted to show love. I couldn't come to the one in Detroit, so I had to come to the NYC.
Listen, we happy to have you.
Yeah,
you know we happy to have you.
Period.
Listen, I've been watching you on social media. You out here all over the place promoting that new book of yours. You out here getting it. Listen, man, I've been like, that's my girl. Like, you know, you be sitting there watching something, that's my girl. What's been up, Mara?
You know, just getting the word out there about love bombing, how to avoid narcissists and scammers and unlock the treasures of self-love. Just getting the word out there, selling books, hustling. You know, still acting. We're in a strike right now, so everything's kind of shut down. So, but other than that, just taking care of my daughter. Spreading love and joy throughout the land.
Yes. You know, it's funny. Most people on the outside don't realize what that strike is affecting. Like, most people don't see it. But because, you know, we're in that inner circle, that inside of it, we over here like, y'all don't understand. Like, we might not have shows coming this fall. Like, they not shooting, they not writing. Like, y'all don't get it. Like, your show that you've been waiting on the new season to come out, that might not happen in September. How is that affecting you?
Well, it means I don't have a job, you know, because there's no shows. That means that I can't audition for any job. So until the writers come back to the table and they get their demands, which is really, really important because they can't make a livable wage off of the streaming platforms and the producers and the higher ups at these studios taking advantage of the streaming platforms and just making money but not paying the rights.
Right.
So it's affecting us deeply.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a prayer in. I think I got a pretty good relationship with the man upstairs. I think I do. I do what I'm supposed to do. So we're gonna put a prayer in that you guys get back to work and get back to work soon. Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't ask you what you got next coming up. Yeah.
Well, actually, I do have a TV show on All Black. It's called Terror Lake Drive.
Okay.
Yep, and it's season 3. So I play a Jamaican woman.
Okay, so where can we see it?
On the network is called All Black.
All Black. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a network streaming service?
It's a network and streaming service
that's
distributed by AMC.
Okay, awesome. So make sure you check out my girl Mara. She's absolutely amazing. Listen, I say this, Google her, because my girl is cold. Make sure you go buy her book. Mara, where can I get the book at?
You can get it on my website, www.lovebombingthebook.com.
You know what? I was fighting with the fellas a couple shows ago about love bombing. I don't know if you saw that episode, but we was fighting. We was having it out a little bit about love bombing, and so we'll talk about it later because we need to get them together. Right. We really need to get them together.
Right.
We talked about it. And we it's funny because we referenced your book when we were having the conversation on the show, and so just kind of re-engaging with the audience to make sure they went and read the book because we spoke about it while we were talking about it as well. So you family at JOO. You family at JOO.
I love it. Big fan of the show, and I love being here, and I love being here with y'all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mara. I'm so glad you came to New York with us.
I know, right?
I was so shocked when I went out there and saw you. But listen, thank you for kicking it with us. It's always a pleasure. When you in Detroit, you always have a seat at the table. Shoot me a text message and say, Robin, I'm on my way.
Period.
That's all you got to do, all right?
Love it. Yes, Robin. Thank you so
much.
Listen,
we'll be right back. More amazing people, more amazing brands coming for you. Take a look at what's going on outside. We'll be back in a second.
Unique.
Clear.
Unique. Unique.
Back with the founder and owner of Ingenious Gin.
Yes.
Man, you out here fly. You almost cold as me today.
No, listen, I just put this on. I just went in my closet and found something.
Listen, you out here look. He clean, y'all. He clean. The boy clean.
So I do know something.
Tell us about this Ingenious Gin. First of all, I'm sorry. I need you to introduce yourself to everybody watching. I know you, they don't.
Right. So I'm Reggie Bienemy, founder and representative of Ingenious Gin. It's a black-owned and veteran-owned liquor company based in Virginia. But we're out here trying to go nationwide. New York, Detroit, everywhere.
Yes. I've always told you this bottle sexy. Every time I see you, I like that purple, it pop, you know what I'm saying? I tell you this bottle sexy every time I see you.
Thank you so much.
How did you come up with Ingenious Gin? What birthed this?
So what birthed it is, me and a couple of my buddies, we were at my house and we're Navy veterans, so we went around the world and we have tasted a lot of liquors. We just figured out in the market it needs some tender love and care. So we went in and we did our own variation of the gin. That's the first thing that we wanted to do because a lot of people don't like the gin taste, that pine needle taste or whatever. But this one has a hibiscus lavender base, so it really tastes delicious. That's why it's ultra smooth and delicious.
Okay, you got to bring me a bottle. We need to taste that. You got to bring me a bottle back here because I want to do an honest tasting of this. So you got to bring me a bottle back here.
Absolutely.
What's going on with Ingenious? What you got going on? What's next for Ingenious?
So what's next for Ingenious? We're proud that we got into more ABC stores in Virginia. We're breaking through here in New York as well, and we also got accepted in Detroit as well.
Awesome.
As well as North Carolina, Atlanta. Like I said, we're going nationwide.
When will you be in Detroit?
As soon as possible. ASAP.
Yes, I go grab me a bottle.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about. How can people get a bottle before it gets to their state?
Oh, you can go to ingeniousgin.com and order straight from there. We take it straight to your doorstep. Deliver it right then and there.
That's absolutely amazing. Can you deliver to all 50 states?
Absolutely.
That's absolutely amazing. How is everything going when it comes to marketing? You got anything on the table when it comes any deals on the table? I need the insight. You got to give it to me. You got to give it to me.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of deals. A lot of people appreciate our product a lot. The reason why they like it because it's different. It's a rose gold colored gin. As you can see, it's not white as everybody will assume. It's something popping that everybody enjoys. So stay tuned to whatever deals we got on the table.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it every time you grace the table. Every time I get to interview you, I have a wonderful time. I do appreciate it. How can I get a hold of you? Social medias, email.
Ingenious_gin. You can get us there in all social media platforms, ingeniusgin.com. Please order a bottle, look at our story, and enjoy the taste.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Listen, y'all know, like I said, I got more to come. This is just the beginning. We just now scratching the surface, and I got a secret for y'all. Mr. Biggs is in the building, the man himself, Mr. Ronald Isley. Yes. So y'all want to stick around. Don't go nowhere, get comfortable. I'm telling y'all, Mr. Ronald Isley is in the building, and he got the Grace to JOO table. We'll be right back. See you in a minute.
Unique.
we are back. We are back. And this man right here is no stranger to the JOO table. Absolutely no stranger. He's been at the JOO table from the very beginning. JOO has supported him, his movies, his liquors from the very beginning. My boy, Steve-O. What's going on, my guy?
They say JOO. If you haven't seen it, you just don't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on with you? What's good?
Down here in Brooklyn, baby. Biggie hometown. At the Black Taste of Spirits. Join myself. See Mr. Ron Isley. Contagious.
Mr. Biggs in the building.
But yeah, we out here doing our thing, having a good time. Meeting a lot of black new brands, distributor, liquor stores out here. So it's been great so far. Real good event.
That's amazing. Listen, you've been supporting Taste of Black Spirits for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I look up and you're always there. I always know that I get to have you at the table. And then you and I talk outside of Taste of Black Spirits. And
I try to get you in the movie.
Yes, absolutely. Schedules just didn't permit. But we're going to do, as a matter of fact, since I got you at the table.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to help you write a movie. You know that's what I do. You know I'm a writer.
Come on with it. I'm all open arms.
You know that's what I do. So y'all heard it here. My boy got me. Tell me about the brands, though. We gonna keep it clean and we gonna talk about the brands. Tell me about the brands, because I know we got the amazing Ricardo Moore tequila right here at the table, and this one's yours, right?
Yes, mine.
This was yours.
Named after my mother, Miss Ricardo Love. We got a new bottle coming soon with her face gonna be on the side. So we hit Detroit. We finally got distribution in Detroit. So this September we will be in Detroit. So Ricardo Moore is moving very heavily. We got the Neo, that's the Reposado right here, and the Blanca. So thank Detroit for bringing us in. We ain't gonna let you down. And then we also got the Cognac with Boosie Badass. It's called Macartier. We got the regular, and also we got the apple, the first and only apple cognac, real apple cognac. You know what I mean? If you don't like that, you're just a wine drinker, you like to make love at night after you eat a steak dinner.
The midnight
Love, baby, all day long. And then my boy Alex shouts out, we got the Bellaroo Champagne, which is a team up with Kid Ink the Rapper.
You know what? So Alex left me the last Taste of Black Spirits. He gave me a bottle, beautiful bottle. Yeah. It was a beautiful bottle. Like, it's one of them, like, it's on my shelf and better not nobody touch it type bottle.
Loyalty.
Yes.
With Jay Prince.
Yes, he gave me a bottle of Loyalty.
Yeah. That's doing real well too. It's in Targets and GBCs everywhere. So shouts out to Jay Prince and Alex, been moving real good. So the brand's been moving, man. So y'all gotta support them brands. You know, when you're at home watching the movie Trust Nobody 1 and 2, that's a shot.
Yes.
Crack your bottle of Ricardo Moore. Enjoy yourself.
Man, that is absolutely awesome. And then my boy does movies. Shout out your movies real quick before we wrap things up. I need them to know about your movies.
First of all, you gotta watch Trust Nobody 1, which is #1 on Tubi. Just dropped last week on Tubi. Trust Nobody 2, killing the charts. If you like some more romantic stuff, I got a movie called Unfair Exchange, where Jeremy Meeks, everybody call him his jailbait, and you know what I mean? And I got a comedy called The Hole in the Wall. So support the movies, y'all. Tubi or Amazon Prime.
Awesome. Steve, again, always
All
a
the time,
pleasure.
man.
My guy, always
We
a
writing the
pleasure.
movie, gonna get in the movie. I told the cast, they got scared. So I'm coming back in September, Detroit. We're gonna see it gonna get down this time.
All right, y'all, we'll be right back. We got to go holler at Mr. Biggs. I'll see y'all
Say
in a
it,
minute.
keep it, say me round.
Unique.
more tracks today.
Unique. Unique.
What's good? We are back. While we wait on our special guest, we got some more amazing brands to talk to you guys about. We got some more amazing people sitting at the table. And to keep going with this Black Girl Magic thing that's been going on at this table and at this particular Taste of Black Spirits event, and it makes me warm inside because it's so many women stepping into the spirits game right now. It's when we first started Taste of Black Spirits, I remember just, interviewing just a lot of guys. It was a lot of guys. There was women sprinkled here and there, but it was a lot of guys. This event seems to be just dominated. Mm-hmm. We are dominating right now, and it makes me so proud. So without further ado, we have the owner and founder of Brown Girl Brew. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's amazing to have you sitting at the table. So I know who you are, but let's introduce you to those that do not know who you are.
Okay. Well, I'm Christina Thomas. I am the founder of Brown Girls Brew. And my inspiration behind my flavors is from my mother's bakery that she once owned in Chicago, Allie's Cakes and Bakery. And without that, it wouldn't be any Brown Girls Brew. So here we are.
So when I spoke with you earlier, the flavors and the names of the flavors of this brew that's what caught me.
Yep.
Tell them about it.
So the inspiration comes from my mother's bakery that she owned in Chicago, right? So she's an educator by trade, and this was like her hobby, baking cakes, selling it to those that she taught in the schools with. And years later, we left Chicago, moved to Arizona, but she still had the love for baking. So I always thought, how can we keep this going, although the bakery is no longer. So while I was a banker at JP Morgan, my love for beer and just toying around with some ideas because I wanted to actually get out of banking at that time. And here we are. So, but it was dormant, I had to shelve the idea because we just could not get into that space 13 years ago.
Right.
So my partner, Julian, was like, Christina, you know what? Maybe we should go back to that idea that you had about the beer. Like, you're not letting it go. So we just went back to the drawing board. We started home brewing, developing the recipes, started working with the brewery, and here we are. Thanks to Harlem Hops, too.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
What are your flavors? What are the flavors you have right now?
So our first flavor is carrot cake amber ale, right? We also have the lemon pound cake lager. Right now we have in the tanks banana pudding, so we're excited about that. German chocolate cake is coming out.
Okay.
In the winter time. We're gonna throw in 2 more. One to rival pumpkin spice, we're gonna do we sweet potato people.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a sweet
See what I'm
potato.
saying?
We're gonna do a sweet potato. That's gonna happen. So we're excited about that, and we're going to do a citrus cake Kolsch. So that's gonna be our other second summer beer. So
Amazing.
That's where we're at.
Amazing. How can people get their hands on this brew? I tasted it earlier. It was absolutely delicious. It wasn't what you would expect from a beer.
Right.
Like it didn't have that bitter, hard beer taste. You know, it was. I loved it. It was a sophisticated beer, if I can call it that.
And that's what we wanted it to be.
That's what it ended up as. That's when I tasted it earlier. That's exactly what it gave me. It gave me sophisticated beer. So others that want that same flavor, how can they get their hands on it?
So right now we're being sold at 6 craft and carry locations here in New York City. We're also on tap at Harlem Hops Uptown. They're in cans at the Harlem Hops, Pier 57. We're in Brooklyn at Susia, Union Street Pub. We're at the Huntress. So just give us a follow on Instagram. We have most of the locations there. We have Beer Run Uptown, on Boulevard Bistro on tap, and so many more to come.
So how can people, if they're not in the New York area, how can people get their hands on it?
Well, give us a follow. We're looking to expand in DC. We're looking to collaborate with Moore's Beer in Chicago. So we're looking to get into the market by being in that market. So right now, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, this is where we're at.
Dominate your market.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing.
So this is your first Taste of Black Spirits event.
Yes.
How are you liking it so far?
Absolutely love it. Excited to be here and to see my own people.
Yes.
And we're doing it.
Yes.
We are doing it. Yes. And the craft is there. So it's not like we're making these spirits and this beer and it's junk, for a lack of better word. This is premium alcohol. Yes. Premium beer, premium spirits, and the history, the stories that I'm hearing, it's just a great thing.
Absolutely. Well, we expect to see you at the next Taste of Black Spirits and future Taste of Black Spirits events. We're in Detroit in September.
Okay.
So hopefully we will see you in September.
Hopefully.
I am so excited.
We're going to be a household name, so you'll see us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sitting at the table with me. I really appreciate you. Make sure y'all at least follow them. If they don't have it in your city or your state yet, follow them on Instagram because they coming. And they coming for you. So make sure you go and follow them on Instagram. Get them to Instagram for me one more time.
Yes, it's Brown Girls Brew, and that's for TikTok as well as Facebook, Instagram, all those things.
Awesome. Make sure you follow them on social media. They'll be in your city soon, very soon. I'm speaking it right here first on JOO. You will see them shortly, but make sure you follow them so you know when they're coming. We're going to be right back. Take a look outside. We'll have another amazing brand at the table for you in just a second. We'll see you in a bit.
Unique. Unique. Unique.
What's good? We are back and continuing with this Black Girl Magic that's been at this table. I told the people earlier that this Taste of Black Spirits, we've been doing Taste of Black Spirits for 3 years now, but this particular one, the ladies are dominating.
The ladies are in the building.
In the building. And it's not your traditional, oh, we have a wine. And
Right,
no,
or champagne.
No, killing it.
We're doing all of it.
Killing it.
Thank you for noticing.
Man, listen. So speaking of that, we got Frisky Whiskey in the building. I need you to introduce yourself to those that do not know you.
So my name is Where am I looking, by the way? I'm like, where am I looking? Am I looking here? Am I looking here? I'm looking everywhere. Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole Young. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Frisky Whiskey. Frisky is the highest rated flavored whiskey ever. So Frisky is the first flavored whiskey to ever score 95 points out of 100 for taste at the Ultimate Spirits Challenge.
Oh my.
Which is kind of like the Oscars of spirits challenges. So we're very proud of that fun fact. And I'm the first Black female to own a flavored whiskey brand. So I'm proud of that fact too.
As you should be.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
As you should be. And first of all, let me just say, Frisky Whiskey, the name, listen, that is amazing. What made you name it Frisky Whiskey?
Exactly the reaction that you had was kind of what we wanted with the name. So I was, going over a lot of names with my partner and trying to figure out what's going to make sense. The name Frisky came up, and I thought to myself, first of all, it's a rhyme, Frisky Whiskey. So it rolls right off the tongue. But also, if you think about who is that frisky friend that you have, that's the one who has all the fun. You get a little loose, you feel a little frisky, but it's also not too much. It's fun. It's whimsical. It's meant to be. I consider this flavor, flair, and fun in every sip. And that's what I think Frisky is all about.
I love it. I love
Thank
it. When you were coming up with Frisky Whiskey, I need to know how you birthed this. Because as women, we bring life.
Yes, me too.
We're life givers.
I have birthed a human, and I have birthed a whiskey.
Exactly. So when I talk to when I get my girls at the table, it's always how did you birth this? Not how you came up with it or how
did you give it life?
No, how did you give this life? Because that's what we do as women. We give life to things. We give it that extra flair.
Literally and figuratively. That's what we do.
Absolutely. So how did you birth Frisky Whiskey?
So Frisky Whiskey was born. Okay, so the process started about 7 years ago to bring Frisky to life. So originally, I was consulting with my business partner on a product line of his. And we started talking about brown flavored spirits, because at that time, what flavored whiskey was really doing was skewing very fruity. So you had the apple this and the mango that and all of that. So he and I were discussing some flavors to actually expand his existing line at that time. And so I asked him, I said, what's your favorite? He was actually doing a line of flavored bourbon. So I said, which one's your favorite? And he goes, oh, I don't have a favorite. I'm actually not so much for the flavored brown spirits. And I was like, interesting. Well, what do you like so much? He goes, I like my whiskeys and my bourbons traditional. No, what part of it is it that you consider the tradition?
Right.
We started talking about the notes. So in whiskey, for example, he said he was looking for the vanilla, the caramel, the wood, and the smoke, which are the premier notes. And I was like, well, wood and smoke. Okay. I said, wouldn't it be great to do a flavored whiskey that was flavored to taste like whiskey? What if we took that vanilla, that caramel, took it from the back end that you appreciate so much and put it at the forefront and make that a flavored whiskey. And literally he was like, he made one of those faces. And I think it's one of those things that you were saying earlier, like as women, we are kind of, we tend to be kind of intuitive about stuff.
Absolutely.
I had that feeling. I felt like this is what whiskey needs. It needs to be traditional, but modern and flavored. So literally, a conversation turned into other conversations and into other conversations.
Because that's how the birthing process works.
The birthing process goes. I mean, unless it's a one-night stand. So basically, and then even after that, you kind of have
You still
to
gotta
go through the process.
Still gotta go through the process.
Right? So we, conversation after conversation became sampling after trying, after tasting. So long story short, once that final formula was exactly right and we knew what it was, then I negotiated my ownership. And I'll give you, that's the short version, that's the Cliff Note version of it, but
Right.
that's sort of how it came to life.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
What is next for Frisky Whiskey?
What is next for Frisky Whiskey is world domination.
We
I always
gotta
say
take over
that.
the world.
I'm taking over the world.
Gotta take over the world.
My goal is for you to walk into every liquor store and find Frisky. And you should be able to find it because I wanted to make a bottle that you would notice right away. So hopefully
And it's sexy.
you'll know it when you see it. But I would really like to have Frisky be truly a national brand. Right now we ship online in addition to retail, and we can ship to almost every state, but that's not exactly the same as being a national.
Right.
I want it in every liquor store. I want it to be on the bar of every establishment
Right.
that matters. No, but you know what I mean. Like I want that sort of easy accessibility across the board. So that's my main thing, is to really roll this out across the country and to have people continue to enjoy it the way they have so far.
Awesome. What states are you in now currently?
So currently we're in New York, we're in New Jersey, South Carolina, which is where I'm bottled and distilled. We are in California, Illinois, we're launching Texas and Georgia later this year, as well as Florida.
Okay, awesome. And then this is your first Taste of Black Spirit.
This is my first Taste of Black Spirits, and it has been amazing. Just to be in the room with this many examples of Black excellence. You know, that phrase gets thrown around, but if you know anything about making a spirit, it does take excellence. Like to be here, there are a lot of products that don't make it.
Right.
Or, you know, they're not here for a reason. We're here for a reason, and there is an excellence that you have to sort of be committed to make that happen. So I don't use that phrase lightly, but it's been amazing to be here, and I can't wait for the next one.
Well, we're so glad you're here. Hopefully we see you at the next one.
We'll see.
I know for a fact.
As long as you guys want me back. I
Oh,
will be at the next
absolutely.
one.
I know for a fact we're in Detroit in September. So
And I'm going to be in Detroit.
awesome. You said that if you're not in their state, they can order online.
That's correct.
How can they do that?
You can order online at drinkfrisky.com, and we will ship Frisky right to your door. We actually have a coupon right now, a coupon code going for Taste of Black Spirit. So if you order online through the 7th of July, you will get 10% off if you use the code Frisky, TOBS, as in Taste of Black Spirit.
Awesome. First of all, thank you for the discount code to get your whiskey out there to all of our viewers. Make sure you guys use the code. If you don't remember it, rewind. Because we're live, you can rewind. Make sure you get the code. Make sure you go order your Frisky whiskey.
Right. And can you also please follow us on Instagram at Drink Frisky?
Follow them, Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook at Drink Frisky.
Alrighty, Drink Frisky on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much. We have loved you being here. Thank you for sitting at the table.
Thank you.
Giving me your time during this interview.
My
I really
pleasure.
appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Love the brand.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
cannot wait to see you at future Taste of Black Spirits events.
I can't wait to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, Black Girl Magic. Y'all know the drill. We will be right back. I got some more amazing brands coming for you. I'm trying to get the guys to get Mr. Biggs at my table. So y'all
I'm going to go call him right now.
Yes, he up front.
I'm going to go and call him in here.
He up front.
That's right.
So stay tuned. We're going to show y'all what's going on out front. We'll be right back.
Unique.
Purchase your tracks today.
Unique.
What's good? We are back. And again, as I told you guys, the women are absolutely dominating Taste of Black Spirits in Brooklyn. We have the owner and founder of City Nights sitting at the table with me. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited. I need you to first introduce yourself to those that do not know you.
Okay, I am Dr. Amanda Turner, owner and founder of City Nights Vodka.
What is City Nights Vodka?
City Nights Vodka is a hemp-infused vodka. We have 3 flavors.
What's the 3 flavors?
We have honey,
Yes.
honey apple and hemp. Which one do you have?
What
we
is
have
this
the
one?
ginger honey and hemp, and we have the pineapple lemonade and hemp.
How did you come up with your flavors?
Ooh, sitting in COVID, right? And I was like, oh, I think I can do it, right? And then I actually found out doing the research that my great-grandfather was a bootlegger and a moonshiner. So I was like, oh, it's just in my blood. I have to do this. It just made sense.
It is amazing how much magic was birthed out of COVID.
Yes.
If you did it.
Yes.
Like if you took advantage of that time that you had, if you took advantage of the gift, because it was bad.
It was
but there
bad.
was a gift in it. And if you honed in on that, it was so much birthed out of COVID. I've had so many people sit at this table tonight and tell me that their brand was birthed in that.
It was.
And as women, I was just talking to another one of our guests, as women, that's what we do. We birth things.
We birth things.
You know, we create, we make, but when it's ours, we birth it.
We birth it. I was actually just saying that to the team. I was like, this is my baby. Like my son is here, and I was like, you're my baby, right? Like this is a thing right
Yes.
here. So you're right.
Yes.
We
birthed it.
And we nurture it.
Yes. And we put our everything into
it, right?
So where can your spirits be purchased in the United States?
Okay, so you can get it online. We ship to 39 states.
Okay.
Also, I'm in Total Wines in California. And I just, thank you, just got into Georgia as well as Florida.
All right.
So I'm doing just a little something.
Are you shipping all across the country?
Yes.
Awesome.
39 states.
So tell me, where can they order? I need websites. I need social media. I need the team.
Yes, we are on citynights.com. My Instagram is citynights_vodka, as well as my Facebook, same, citynights_vodka.
And last but certainly not least, I have to know, why hemp infused?
Ooh, so the hemp actually infuses so that you taste all of the flavors. So when you actually have like the ginger, it's ginger and honey, right? So you actually taste the ginger, then the honey. So it's just something, it just infuses it all together, and we don't distill it, because of distilling, you take the flavors out and then you put it back in. So the way I actually do it, it literally soaks in the hemp seeds, and that flavors just pop. You had some.
Yes, and it was amazing.
It was amazing.
And it was amazing.
Yes.
It was
my baby.
It was
right?
like the perfect cocktail. I would these are the type of drinks that I would just sit up and, I'm sick of everybody. The kids done got on my nerve. My husband done got on my nerve. I had a long day at work.
Yeah.
I need a cocktail.
You need a cocktail.
Right here.
That's it. And that's one of the things I did do with this vodka. I didn't want it to hit you in your chest. You'd be like, oh.
Right.
Right? It's a nice bite, but not so overpowering. Right? And you can actually do it neat on the rocks, or you can put it in a cocktail. So I made it very versatile.
Absolutely.
Very versatile. Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Listen, thank you so much for gracing the table.
Thank you.
Is this your first Taste of Black Spirits event?
This is my first, and it's been absolutely amazing to see and meet all of the Black owners of the spirits. It has been it's such a humbling experience as well.
Yes.
Because everyone is so nice and they're so welcoming, and they just love to share information that they have. So hopefully this won't be my last.
I was just gonna say, we hope to see you back.
Yes, this was amazing.
I'm so
very honored.
excited. We are in September, and we are in Detroit in September.
Okay, so you're right next door, because I'm from Chicago.
Yes.
Right next door.
That 4-hour ride down there.
We can do that. We can do that.
So we hope to see you at future Taste of Black Spirits events.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see how your brand grows, because that's one of the things that I love about Taste of Black Spirits. I get to interview brands in different phases of the birthing process, you know?
Yes.
And I love how I get to watch, just from sitting here and doing these interviews, get to watch brands, amazing brands that I got to taste from the beginning grow. And then when I get to see them, I walk somewhere in a store and be like, I know them.
I know them right there. I know them personally.
Yes. So, welcome to the family.
Welcome
to the Taste of Black Spirits family.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I need a hug.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
All right.
We got a couple more brands for you guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with us tonight. We will be right back.
Unique.
Welcome back, welcome back. This has been a night to remember. I'm so excited. This has been absolutely amazing. We got more to come, but for the live, listen, it's been a long night. I am so ready to just relax. Thank you guys so much for just walking this walk with us and hanging out with us tonight. We've talked to so many amazing people, so many amazing brands, and I'm just so excited to share these with you, because JOO is very intentional about supporting Black-owned businesses, about supporting Black brands, about making sure that Taste of Black Spirits is not just about a name that we get to benefit off of, but it's also something that we get to use to bring awareness to you guys that there are Black-owned brands that's out here killing the game. Thank y'all for kicking it with us tonight. Thank y'all for rolling with us. This has been Just Our Opinion with Robin, Mike, and Ty. I love you guys, and we will see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock.